And the first one, this guy made a little bit of news last year around this time, a little bit later on, but during the offseason. Javon Kinlaw. Are the 49ers done with Javon Kinlaw? Johnny?
I'm going to sell. I don't think they are done with Javon Kinlaw. I know about the Javon Hargrave signing, but if you look at it, I really think that Kinlaw is a guy that they're hoping makes another step next year and will take over for Eric Armstead going down the pipeline. It's just he's been a guy that his ability hasn't been much of a question. It's been more availability. And so how's the knee bounce back this year? Can he work well in a rotational role? I don't think they're ready to give up on him. And plus, they don't gain anything from him for cutting him this year. So he's a guy that he's going to be on the team this year. He's going to get another chance to prove himself. And if he can solidify himself, then they're looking at Hargrave and Kinlaw as the duo down the middle, which is something that if you're a 49ers fan, that's what you hope for. That's what you want to have happen. That is what is the best case scenario for us. Armstead isn't the youngest guy on the defensive line. And so you want to see those two guys as your interior defensive line going forward. Now he's got to prove himself, but I don't believe that the 49ers are ready to give up on him.
There you go. CG.
Well, I'm going to buy into it because they didn't pick up the 5th-year option. Signing Javon Hargrave kind of just gave me the indication that at this point they are going to move on, but not this season because he's on our cap. So I think they're just going to try to play it safe with him and let it be. But I don't see much of him going forward. He's a liability. So he does have to prove it this year or else he's pretty much gone next year. So I'm not saying he's gone this year, but the following year he will be.
Okay. Sterling, how about you?
I am going to sell at least for this season. I think San Francisco knows they made a mistake in trading DeForest Buckner. They brought in Hargrave to kind of make that a gigantic wash of say, hey, look, we're going Armstead and Hargrave up the middle this year. But you can look at the interior. There is no one else behind them. It's just really Javon Kinlaw, and that's it. So I do think that they see some upside, albeit it's going to be hard to find with those bad knees of his, unfortunately. But I do think they're going to actually need Javon Kinlaw this year just to be a depth piece. Now, can he do that? I don't know. Maybe in a year or so he's gone. But this year alone, I do not think Javon Kinlaw is going to be, or the Niners are done with Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I agree with Johnny on this one. And I kind of, CG was kind of in between. I don't think that the Niners are done with Javon Kinlaw. They're gonna get everything they can out of him. In terms of him being a starter, I think the 49ers are done with him. He's not going to start for them this year, but they're going to look to him to try to get as much out of him as they can. There's no benefit for right now for them to do anything with him. So I think he's going to be here going into 2023. They'll use him as a depth piece. And who knows, maybe they'll get the best of Javon Kinlaw here because this is it for him. He's playing for his next contract, and this is typically when guys do their best.
How you feel now, bro? I feel good, man. Another work day. Coach Aaron, just working on my change-ups, my curve balls. You just working. You know what I'm saying?
D-line Vids, baby. Yes, sir.